Hello everyone, I am creating this video tutorial for setting a classroom lecture on BigBlueButton, which is embedded in the Moodle platform. And let us now see what settings have to be done for creating a classroom conference in BigBlueButton. So first of all, you will search for your course. After that, you the turn editing on. This is the Moodle login of my portal. Now you will go to the bottom of the Moodle page, and there you will click create an activity or resource. After that, you will find that big blue button is here. You will click big blue button, then click add. So once you click add, you will reach to this big blue button settings page. So you will give the name of the classroom. So it could be like physics class. Now you click show more. Here I want to give the description. So in the description, you can write the contents of the lecture. So I will be discussing principle, theory and working of the optical fiber in my online class. So these contents I have written. So at the bottom of this description page, you will see two settings. This is the display description. You must check it so that the students will be able to read what is going to be taught in the class. So this checkbox is a send notification. If you check it, all the students who are enrolled in your classroom, they will get a message of the classroom, its time, its duration, everything will be given by the message automatically. I will not check it because it will otherwise create, since I am creating a dummy exercise, otherwise it will give message to my students. So I'm not going to check it. You must check it. Next, go to activity or room settings. So you can put here any welcome message. So I have written welcome to classroom, and it is lecture 1. So at the bottom of it, you can, if you want to record the session, you must check this box. If you want to record the session automatically from the start, you can check this box. If you want to just give some introduction initially and then you want to formally record afterward, you can uncheck it. So here, if you want to make somebody else as moderator, you can check it. Then the session will not start without any moderator. Otherwise, you can keep it unchecked if you do not wait for moderator. In fact, you will be making yourself as moderator. Next, go to recording settings. So we are not going to do anything with these recording settings. So these will be kept as default. Now you go to participants. You will see by default there will be five rows. The all enrolled users in your course are by default set as viewer. The in charge of your course is set as moderator. Similarly, non-editing teacher is also set as moderator. You can ask some guest as a moderator also if you wish. Otherwise, for an online classroom teaching, this is actually meaningful for a conference. So otherwise, for a online classroom teaching, you can delete this setting. So you can make a student as a moderator also, but I will be making student as viewer. Only I should be able to present my screen. So next, if after removing the guest and after changing the role of student as a viewer, I will click here. So when you will click this drop down menu, at the last you will click the user. Then the next box will become active. You click this in the drop down message, you find your name. Most of the times it will be the last name in the list. Your name should be appear at the last of the list. So you can select your name and click add, and then this you are a user will be added in this conference. By default, your credentials are of viewer. You change it to as a moderator. Make yourself as moderator. So these settings will be okay now. Then go to the schedule for the session. So you can enable the starting and the end time of the session. So suppose I want to deliver this lecture right now. So today it is 27th June. So I will create this lecture from this time. Let us say I create this lecture from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So therefore I will set it like this, 15 to 16. So web client technology, we will keep it to be HTML5 ML5 based. So common module settings. So here you will choose group mode as no groups. So this is an important setting which you must do. In the restrict access, you will create some restriction. So click this, you will get this pop-up message. Then click group, and now you will see that one restriction is asking for to be completed. Now here it is a warning message, please set the restriction. So I have chosen the group. So choose that group for which you want to deliver class. Since my class is CSCA, so I will choose this. So after that, this restriction is okay and the warning message disappears. If you want to give lecture to 2 or 3 class students simultaneously, then you can also add restriction, and then you can again click group. Now suppose you want to deliver lecture to 2 classes simultaneously. Let us say second class is CSCB. So I will choose also. Now my students of CSCA and CSCB group will be able to listen or attend to my class. I will not be doing any changes in activity completion and tags. After that, you just click save and display button. So when you click save and display button, this kind of page will appear. Now please see here, it is join session button has appeared because the time for the lecture has already been there. If you schedule this lecture for the next day or for some hours later, this button will not be available. It will be available only just at the time of starting of the classroom. If you set the time of classrooms to be at 5 p.m., so this button will appear there at only 5 p.m., not before that time. So now you will click this join session. Now this will create the start the conference. So you can see now initially it will ask for you to check the microphone. So you can check the microphone. So if you click here, if you want to if check the audio and video, you can click here. Now wait for some time. Hello.
Hello.
Now you can
Now
see
you
my
can see my
echo is
echo is
being
being.
listened. It means my
It means my
microphone settings
microphone
are
settings
okay.
are okay.
If you are
If
setting,
you are setting,
if you are
if
listening
you
to
are
your
listening
own
to your own
voice,
voice,
then click
then
yes.
click here.
You are currently the only person in this
If
conference.
it is not, if you are not able to listen to your own, if you are not able to listen to your own echo, you have to set your microphone. Now this conference has started. You can see here, this is my icon. Right now I am the only participant. What is more important to see, that the icon of the moderator will be a square and the icon of the viewers will be a circle. So if this icon is a square, then you can very easily verify that the settings are okay. If your icon is not a square, then you will not be able to present. So if this is a square button, then you will see there will be a toolbar here, and you will see here it will be share screen. And now you click this toolbar. You can see there are various options: adding text, line, or pencil. If you want to write on the board itself, just click this slide 1 button, then open slide 2. A blank board will appear. Now you a blank canvas will appear. Now you click pencil, then you can just write here anything which you want, and the students will be able to see on the other side as a viewer whatever you are writing. So the classroom teaching can be done like this. On the other hand, if you want to show some ppt, then you will start before that. If you want to record the setting, now suppose I have given the formal introduction to the students, I want to record the setting, then you will click this button, start button. So you have to give permission. Now you can see the timer has started and the lecture has been recorded. The recording of the lecture has been started. If you you can explore this toolbar to see various settings. You can mute all the students. Here you can see this is the chat box. So there are various options. You can give give messages here. So this is the chat box here, and you can if you want to share your screen, you can click here. You will click share screen. Now click here. So you will see the screen sharing has been started, and it will create multiple images. So to avoid that, now you can see there are multiple images. To avoid that, just minimize it. The big blue button tab should be minimized, and suppose I want to create some video lecture, or suppose I want to show my PPT to the students, then I have already minimized the big blue button. Then I have already opened the PPT here. So I will click here. This PPT will be opened, and you can start a slideshow. So after starting the slideshow, whatever, if I start the it from beginning, whatever, now you will be talking, you will be students will be listening to you, your voice, and whatever is visible on your screen will be visible to the students also. In this way you can deliver any PPT, or you can also show any other document. Let us say you want to show doc file or PDF file, you can do that. All that you have to do by minimizing the big blue button. So I think this will be helpful to various teachers for creating online classroom on big blue button. So I will stop here. Thank you. Thanks a lot.